Welcome to Chasing Spiritz, where we explore the strange, the supernatural, and the unexplained. I'm your host, Ethan, and I'm here with my co-host,
Reed. Hello.
What's up, Reed? How we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. We're back for another episode.
Another episode, and once again, it's one of Ethan's, and he will not tell me what it's on.
And Reed has no idea.
I have zero idea.
All right, you excited for this one? This is called The Forbidden Games.
The Forbidden Games.
Yes, so I have 3, in quotes, forbidden games for you. These are different games like similar to Bloody Mary. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones I can think of.
Bloody Mary. Monopoly on a Sunday night. Never do that.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky, especially when it's like 1 a.m. You're still playing.
Yeah.
But let's get into the first game I have for you. Are you ready?
All right. Wait, are we playing these games?
We're not playing these games. No, these are games that you probably don't want to play, and I will tell you exactly why in just a few minutes.
Okay.
The first game I got for you is called Lady Spades. You summon a spirit with a playing card. If you are lucky and succeed with the game, you may get a wish granted. And it's a similar game to Bloody Mary. So the way you play is similar to Bloody Mary, where you go in a bathroom, Bloody Mary. The requirements for the game: a candle, matches or a lighter, lipstick, preferably red, although any color is okay, a quiet dark room, a mirror, and the Queen of Spades pulled from a deck of cards. So the instructions, the summoning of the Lady of Spades. You must begin at midnight. Step 2, enter the quiet dark room. Make sure all lights are off. Step 3, place the candle in front of the mirror and light it with your matches or lighter. Step 4, using the lipstick, write Lady Spades on the mirror, then hold up the Queen of Spades in your hand so she is facing the mirror. Step 5, close your eyes, empty your mind, relax, then repeat the words, Lady Spades appear, aloud 7 times. Step 6, keep your eyes closed and imagine the image of a Lady Spades in your mind. She will be dressed in black with eyes to match, and although her smile can melt even the coldest of hearts, her face will be mangled and scarred. Do not panic if you hear a woman's voice or laughter, or the echo of footsteps nearby. These sounds indicate a successful summoning. Step 7, open your eyes. So that's the main game right there.
All right.
How do you feel so far about it?
Pretty scary.
Similar to Bloody Mary with like the bathroom and going in there.
I want to hear. Do you have like successful summons stories or something?
I do have 2 encounters for 2 of these games. There are 3 games in total that I got for today. 2 of these I have encounters for.
Okay.
So after, I do have one for this one. After you open your eyes, this is the part where you get to make your wish. So upon opening your eyes, any of the following occur. Do not proceed. If the candle is out, you must stop. The card is facing you. The card is missing, or you see a woman in the mirror with her hands pressed up against it. But if you open your eyes and you see a woman in the mirror with her hands by her side, you may proceed. Then you state your wish to the woman. After that, no matter what happens next, do not break eye contact with her. And then I'll explain what you do if you do end up breaking eye contact with her. If she decides to grant your wish, she will smile at you and say yes. Pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm. Who would dare?
I was thinking that. I don't even know if I could play this.
Like,
I thought about trying
it. Me out so much.
Dude, exactly. What? I want to try them. They're cool. Okay, anyways. If successful, say the words Lady Spades disappear. Then wipe her name from the mirror and blow out the candle and turn the lights on. And burn the Queen of Spades cards to ash as soon as possible. Your wish should come true shortly. And that's basically what happens with the actual game. Now I have what you should do if any of the things that happen when you open your eyes come true, like the card is out or the card is facing you. Yeah. So if the candle is out, you relight it ASAP and you say Lady Spades disappear. You also repeat the wipe away and the lights out from above. If the card is facing you, you rip the card in half and then you repeat the same wipe away and the lights out. If the card is missing, you break the mirror, turn the lights on, locate the card in the room. If found, burn it. If not, vacate the location.
Dude,
right?
You can't even do it in your house.
No, it's bad. So yeah, you can never go back. Women's hands pressed against mirror, break the mirror and vacate the premise, burn the card. If eye contact is broken, it's the same as the woman's hand pressed against the mirror, which you break it and vacate the premise, burn the card. If she declines your wish, you must break the mirror, blow out the candle, burn the card, and hope for the best. And that's the game called Lady Spades.
Yeah, see, so that's the scary part.
Dude,
there's a lot of bad things that can happen.
That's the thing. It's like, if any of these things actually occur, like these do not things, which is the candle being out or any of that, that's where I'm done. I don't want to play it anymore. This just doesn't seem worth it.
I know. You better do the rules and then just never touch it again.
Yeah, pretty scary. I do have an encounter for the Lady of Spades.
Okay.
Would you like to take a listen?
Absolutely.
Here's the encounter for the Lady of Spades. After a steady minute passed, I looked at my wristwatch as the tiny hand was ticking around 12 a.m. It was time. I exhaled, placed down the candle on the flat surface of the sink, and lit it with my lighter. I then uncapped the lipstick and wrote down Lady Spades at the upper right section of the mirror. I held the Queen of Spades card, the back of the card facing me. I looked at myself in the mirror, closed my eyes, and started to feel tranquil. My breath shook as I said Lady Spades 7 times. I imagined a beautiful woman with wavy locks of black hair, black eyes, wearing a black attire, and lastly, imagined her face being ruined and beat up. It's almost as if I did it correctly. I heard footsteps in the room and heard something that tipped over. From what I read, footsteps, a woman's voice, or laughter is a sign that I successfully summoned her. I opened my eyes. I looked down not too low as the candle was still lit. I was still holding the card. The card's back is still facing me. I did it correctly. My heart pounded as I saw the woman I imagined earlier, her hands clasped together and her black dress looking ripped. I couldn't remember much details as I kept my gaze with her, nonetheless still blinking. I gulped and said my wish. The wish was for my friend to be cured of their disease. This took about a good 2 to 3 minutes before she slowly smiled, her smile calming me down, and her voice sounded very sweet and ladylike. She said yes. I couldn't believe it. The wave of relief was truly there. Lady Spades disappear, I said in a friendly yet not so demanding tone. As she disappeared, I took the moist towelette I prepared beforehand and wiped her name, blew out the candle, and turned the lights on. I took the lighter, placed it on the desk, and crawled back to my bed, trying my best not to overthink what just happened as I fell asleep. I woke up feeling very happy and lighthearted. I didn't want to use my room's bathroom, so I went downstairs to take a leak. After I ate breakfast, I went outside. I took the lighter and burnt the card. I'm not very sure if my wish has been granted, but I'm hoping for the best. I'll update you all if my friend's illness gets better. 1,000 thanks. What do we feel on that encounter?
Dude.
Crazy, right?
I don't want to say I don't believe it because then the only way for me to know it's true is to do it, which I'm never going to do ever.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. I have to believe, maybe not this story in particular, but the whole concept of Lady Spades, because I don't know if I would ever actually try it.
Yeah, like this one I could believe because if I was to believe any, I would believe this. Because it's like just a regular person, they did everything right, like no crazy random shit happened, or they weren't like, I wished for a new car and it showed up, like something stupid. You know what I mean? Like it's like a semi-realistic thing that to wish for in that scenario. And there's no like confirming or denying if it happened.
I think my fear with that is what if it's like a genie and the wish is actually like bad? Like they grant it somehow, even like a genie, when you grant it, it's also somehow bad.
Yeah.
So it's like they do get healthy.
Like she's cured of her illness, but she just dies.
Yeah, she hits
that's
by
how
a
she's
car
cured
or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I wouldn't do it on someone else. If I was to, I don't even know what I would wish. Do you know what you would wish?
I was gonna ask you what you'd wish for. If I had a wish for something right now,
I'd probably wish for like success, like something open-ended.
True. I don't know.
Like something that like couldn't really go bad or whatever. Like success in my endeavors in my life or something.
True. Okay, I see that. I think my funny answer though would be like to see a real ghost. I need
Dude,
proof.
you're literally seeing a real ghost.
But you know what I mean? Like, I guess that's true. Maybe okay. Maybe actual proof of a ghost then.
She would just frown and be like, "Bitch, what? You're looking at one."
Nah, I mean like Yeah, maybe like a picture or a recording, like of actual physical proof that I can show people.
I don't know if she would do that, dude.
All right, what about I want Bigfoot then. I'll take Bigfoot.
You want to see
I want to
Bigfoot?
see Bigfoot. That's my wish. Or aliens. I'd take that too.
You want to see Bigfoot or aliens?
Yeah, but I think my real life answer would probably be honestly the same. I want the podcast to succeed.
Oh my god. Imagine.
Yeah,
we
what's
we
up?
both do it and we try to do it to get
Chasing
success
Spirits,
for the
please?
podcast.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's the game one. That's Lady of Spades. What do you think? You want to rate this now on a scale of 1 through 5, or you want to do them all at the end?
Let's do them at the end because
Okay.
that one's pretty spooky.
All right, sounds good.
But there might be spookier.
Well, maybe. Let's get into game 2. This game is called the Closet Game. This is my favorite one on the list.
All right.
Okay, this game invites something else into our world. Something that most of us growing up called the monster in the closet. The requirements for this game is a closet and a match. The instructions. Step 1. Begin at night. Step 2. Darken the room, turn off lights, close curtains, and make sure if closet has a light, it is off. Step 3. Make sure you have a match on you. Step 4. Open the closet, step inside, and close the door. It should be completely dark inside. Step 5. Stand in the darkness for at least 2 minutes. Do not move. Do not speak. Step 6. After 2 minutes are up, hold the match in front of you. Speak the words, "Show me the light," or "Leave me in the darkness." Step 7. Listen closely. If you hear whispers in the darkness, light the match immediately. Wait. If you hear nothing, do not turn around. Just wait. Step 8. If you've made it this far unscathed, open the closet door, exit the closet, and close the door. Do not look inside the closet. Step 9. In fact, don't look inside the closet ever again if you can help it, and especially not without the lights on. Step 10. If you fail, you don't want to know what happens to you. I guess that's not a step, but that's just a saying. So this is the closet game.
All right.
No return. You don't get anything. You basically just playing this to be scared for the thrill. Would you try this?
I wouldn't try it, but also I think the whole point, I'm not saying I don't believe in it.
Mhm.
I am saying that I feel like most of the time you're not going to see or hear anything. So then you're just going to avoid the closet forever. So it's kind of like the spook factor of the game.
Yeah, I guess
You know what I mean?
you're definitely right with that, yeah.
Do you have an encounter for this game or no?
I do have an encounter for the closet game.
Okay.
There's a few things I want to ask you first, though.
Okay.
One, when you're in the closet, tell me how you know when 2 minutes is up.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you count?
I don't know. I've never counted 2 minutes in my head.
You've never counted 2 minutes?
No, have you ever sat there and counted for like 2 minutes time? No, I've never been right.
Yeah, probably.
Really?
You never just like counted when you were little or whatever?
Well, that's like to a number. I'm saying like I went into a closet and counted to 2 minutes. I don't think I'd be right.
You never play hide and seek?
When I was little, but that's like 10 seconds.
You never play hide and seek, dude?
You know, it's funny. There is another game based on hide and seek.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have it in this one. We're probably going to end up doing like multiple volumes of games because there's so many.
Okay.
But
yeah, I didn't know that these were a thing.
they are definitely a thing, and there's some crazy ones. So that's pretty much the closet game in itself. You know, okay, another thing I want to talk about really quick. I like how you can never go in this closet again. Ever.
That's what's funny. It's like, imagine you did that the last game in your bathroom.
You did this
have
one
to
in your
smash
closet?
the mirror. No, you have to like smash the bathroom mirror because you did it wrong or whatever. Because you broke eye contact.
Yeah, you got a broken mirror in the bathroom, and then you have a messed up closet, a portal to
All your
Phantom
clothes.
yeah, you can't wear anything ever again. Okay, you ready? So this is the closet game encounter. It starts with all you have to do is go into a dark room with no windows. If there are windows, you have to cover them with something. Then you have to go into the closet and stand there for 2 minutes. Then you have to hold a match in front of you and say something like, "Show me the light or leave me in the darkness." Next, you are supposed to hear faint whispers, and when you do, immediately light the match. And the messed up part is, if you don't light it as fast enough, then something will drag you into the darkness from behind. If you do it on time, you're supposed to go back into the closet and close the door. I don't know what's supposed to happen next because I was pulled into the darkness. All I remember was going to light the match as fast as possible, but the lighter wouldn't work. I instantly froze after I heard the whispers become louder. Suddenly, I was pulled into the closet by my feet. All I remember seeing was darkness. I was definitely awake, but I couldn't see anything. In a blink of an eye, I was sitting at a table in a restaurant. It was Denny's or something. I looked around not knowing what was happening. I felt very uneasy. I looked around and I recognized a few people, but they were people I went to school with that have grown older. I ran out of the restaurant as fast as I could. I had a purse on me, so I looked through it. I found some keys, so I unlocked whatever car it was and I drove to my house. I didn't even recognize my house anymore. It was white instead of the ugly green color it used to be. I knocked on the door and my mother opened it. She let me in and I started questioning her, asking what year it was and all that. She said, staring at me like I was a ghost, "It's January 7th, 1997. I froze. It couldn't be. Before I was pulled into the closet, it was December 3rd, 1990. I ran up to my room and it was just how I left it. I looked all around when I noticed the closet doors open and I could see myself standing there with my back facing the door. I touched my arm and it immediately turned around and it was black eyes and blood pouring out of its head. I screamed as loud as I could and ran out of the house. I'm currently in my car writing this. I hope it uploads because I don't know where I am or what universe it is, but let's hope someone sees this. I am extremely terrified."
No, dude.
Dude, that cannot be real.
Time traveling in the future?
I mean, maybe the closet is dimensional, but that is, I'm going to be honest right now, it's a Reddit story, so take it with a grain of salt, but I mean, they didn't follow the real rules, let's be real. So what do we think about this encounter? Believable? Maybe not.
Well, they did a lot of stuff wrong with it because they
Didn't follow
You
the
said
steps.
lighter. No, you said match. You did not say lighter.
No, yeah, you can light it, I assume, with the lighter, but I mean, it is a match, but I don't know. They also didn't do it right with the closet.
So wait, so back to the
Mhm.
definition of the game. What are you supposed to see? What's the good thing that happens?
Well, there is no good thing. So basically, this game is just for the thrill of experiencing some sort of paranormal activity in this closet. So there's no benefit.
Okay.
So I don't know why you'd play this ever.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do
Just
this.
to, I guess, experience something?
Some people like messing with that stuff. I don't get it.
To be honest with you, I think I would try this.
You would?
I think I would.
Oh my god.
Give me a couple shots. I think I'd go in here and give it a whirl.
Dude, that's exactly what you want to do. Try and follow directions exactly when you're drunk.
Well, you don't have to be drunk. I just need a little confidence
Yeah.
boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'd probably be
Would you?
shaking in my
Here's a
boots.
question. Here's a question.
Okay.
You don't hear whispers.
Okay.
You're supposed to not go in the closet ever again. Are you not going in the closet ever again?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I guess you'd have to find a good closet to do this. And honestly, I'd probably do it at someone else's house.
What?
Let's
What
just
are you
be
talking
real
about?
right now. I'd probably go to your house and do it. So
No,
that
you're
my
not.
closets are all active.
You're
still.
not coming to my house ever again, dude.
Well, I mean, I could be dragged off into the future, so maybe you'll never see me again, anyways. That'd be crazy. Imagine that. Also, it's 1997. How's he posted on Reddit?
That's what I'm saying. What the heck is that?
Was Reddit around then? This is. I don't really know. Maybe.
I'm sure Reddit was around.
Yeah.
Hold on. 2005?
2005. Okay,
So it could have been a story that was passed on different forums and things.
Yeah.
So that's still pretty early interwebs though.
Yeah, the interwebs were very young, as we were as well. But I don't know, man. I don't believe that story. I think it's crazy. But if it was true, that is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, I feel like one of two things would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're just like picking up their life where it left off 7 years later, which is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. And then also seeing yourself in the closet. So that's where I was wondering if it was like he was grabbing himself, but then he ended up just leaving. I was like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, That's so crazy.
Hmm.
I think if I encountered that, I think I'd check myself wherever I end up. I would check myself into an insane asylum.
In the future, yeah, you'd be like, all right, it's game over.
Yep, but no, because like that would be the only way I could justify seeing that is that like my brain is not okay.
True. All right, you ready for game three?
All right, let's hear
So
game
this is the
three.
last game I got for you. This one is played solo. All these games were solo today. There are ones you play with friends.
Oh,
But we don't have any of those, so this is what we're dealing with. Okay. The requirements for game three is a vehicle and the ability to operate it. A car is a common choice, but it's not the only option you might pick. For instructions, you have to find a road. It has to be 11 miles or more long. Step one, begin at night, ideally at a time when the roads are not well traveled. Step two, drive to the woods. The woods must be a particular type of woods. The road you take to them must also pass through them. Step three, drive. Enter the woods. Step four, drive. Begin looking. Look carefully. Let your wish guide you. You will know the road when you see it. Step 5, drive. When you are certain you have located the road, turn down it. So basically, the point of this game is you get a wish granted. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. So right now you're just driving to find a road. And it's supposed to be like a gut feeling, and you will find it.
it's like a road that's not normally there.
No, it's still there. It's an actual real like road, but it's supposed to be not well traveled. So, but you're supposed to just get a feeling that's the right one.
All right.
This is called the 11-mile game, by the way. So this is the driving part, which is the fun stuff. Step one, take a moment if you need it. You may stop the car if you wish. Proceed only when you are ready. Step two, drive. This is mile one. If it gets cold, you may turn your heater on. Step three, drive. This is mile two. If you haven't already turned the heater on, now would be a good time to do so. If you do not, you might regret it later. Step 4. Drive. This is mile 3. Ignore any shadows in the trees, no matter how human they may seem. Step 5. This is mile 4. Ignore any voices you may hear, no matter how human they may seem. Step 6. This is mile 5. Ignore the vanishing of the trees, the sudden appearance of a lake, and the glowing of the moon. Step 7. This is mile 6. Ignore the returning of the trees, the disappearance of the stars, and the flickering of your headlights. If your radio turns on, ignore that too. Ignore it no matter what it says, but do not attempt to turn it off. Step 8. Congratulations, you are halfway done. Step 9. This is mile 7. Ignore, again, any voices you may hear. No matter how close they may sound, do not turn around, even if the voices appear to be coming from the back seat. Step 10. This is mile 8. Slow down, but do not stop. Brake if your headlights flicker, but do not stop. No matter how cold it gets, do not stop. No matter who or what you may see, do not stop. Step 11. This is mile 9. Your vehicle may stall, close your eyes, attempt to restart your vehicle, do not open your eyes. No matter what you hear, do not open your eyes. When your vehicle starts, hit the gas as fast as you can. When the mile is over, you may open your eyes. Step 12. This is mile 10. Do not look in your rear view mirror. Step 13. This is mile 11. Your vehicle may lose power but continue to move. Let it. Step 14. If you see a red light ahead, close your eyes. Close them tightly. Cover them with your hands if you must. Cover your ears if you can, and make sure you cannot see anything. Step 15. No matter what you hear, do not look. Step 16. No matter what you feel, do not look. 17. No matter how hot it gets, do not look. Step 18. When the power returns, stop your vehicle. Open your eyes, take a moment, take a breath. Step 19. Drive. And you continue to drive for the entire 11 miles. Now, to receive your wish, you drive until the road becomes a dead end. Then you stop, you relax, you close your eyes, and this is where you imagine your deepest desire. Even if it has changed from what it was when you begun your journey, imagine it all the same, changes and all. Imagine not simply desiring it, but possessing it. Then you open your eyes. If your desire was an object, check your trunk. If it is smaller than that, check your back seat. If it is smaller than that, check your pockets. If your desire was a non material, return to your life and check there. If it does not appear immediately, wait. Be patient. It will come. Some things to take note of during the journey is do not do any of the following. Turn on the radio, the tape deck, CD player, MP3 player, or other music playing devices. Do not use a cell phone. Do not open the windows. Do not drive faster than 30 miles per hour. And never leave the car. What do we think about the 11-mile game?
All right, couple things to note.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, that's a very, very super weird, odd, specific road that I don't have. Drive till there's a dead end. It has to be 11 miles. It has to go through woods. We don't have that.
I think with the whole game itself, once you're on a road, I think the road will magically kind of like become 11 miles and stop at that point. I don't think it's actually 11-mile road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying at the beginning. Like, is it like something that like appears?
I don't know if you the thing is, it says in the rules you're supposed to find one that's longer than that, but I don't know if it actually is.
The other
paranormal.
thing, how the heck are you supposed to drive like 4 miles with your eyes closed? We talk about that?
Dude, ghost hands driving the car.
I don't know. I mean,
the games are crazy. Do you want to go into like a discussion so we can talk about all of them in depth? Let's talk about game 1 some more.
Okay.
This is the Lady Spades game.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts? What do we think about it?
It's spooky.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't play it. I don't know if I believe it, but I'll never know. So let's just say the people that say they've encountered it, sure. You know what I mean? Sure. If they dared to do it, they can say whatever they want, I guess.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, the Lady Spades game is interesting because, I mean, at least you get a wish granted, right? So there's some sort of benefit.
Yeah, sometimes if you do it right.
True. If you do mess up,
Might be out a mirror and a deck of cards if you do it wrong.
Yeah, you might be dead. Is it worth the risk of playing?
Depends what you desire. I feel like people might use this when they're bored and into spooky stuff, or they have something they actually want. Like that girl with her friend. Her friend has like a terminal illness or whatever, right? Terminal disease. Her friend's gonna die.
It's definitely worth it. She goes
and for that, it's worth a try.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Wishing for success in your life. I don't know.
I'm thinking right now, is it really worth it? Because you could die. That's a pretty selfless act. Let's be real.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's more of like if you're at like a low point in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just everything's falling apart, then you're just looking for things to try and make it better. You're praying, you're doing all this stuff, you're summoning demons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. I guess, yeah, it would be something to do if you're at like your last limb and you just need to get like a turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fair. I could see it. I think this game is probably, out of the 3, this is definitely the easiest to do.
I feel like the closet one's easier. Easy in what way?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. The closet. I don't know. I'm still in the 2 minutes thing, man. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know. I think the
you
rules
can't count
is easier. We're putting this to the
No,
test. I'm telling you, we're doing this later.
No, it's not. Dude.
I think you're right. Okay, the closet is definitely
the closet is the
easier
easiest game.
Requirements.
You can count to 2 minutes.
Yeah, but I think is it more risky? You think?
I think if you believe in it,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. But I'm just saying, if I go in that closet behind me and I light a match and do all the things and count the 2 minutes and do all the things,
mm-hmm.
I think it's because you don't know what you're dealing with. It's like random. It seems like there's no set outcome what will happen if it works. Right?
Yeah, we're talking about Lady Spades, right?
No.
Oh, we're talking about the closet. Okay.
The lady is very specific.
Yeah, that's
if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. You will see this lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think this is like the less, I guess, wasting your closet is kind of crazy. At least with this, you can go back to your bathroom after. Like, there's no rule. It's just you break a mirror.
Well, you're not using your bathroom mirror, I hope. I hope you're using like some mirror from Savers, dude.
Well, that's true, but I guess it's be in the room. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier. Like, the room's not just like instantly paranormal.
Yeah,
There's not gonna be ghosts and ghouls flying
it's
around.
easier to do. I think it's equal amount of risk.
Yeah, but at least this one you get a wish.
Yeah, more reward, equal amount of risk, but you get actual reward out of the lady game. Definitely more worth it to play.
If you had to choose one of the games to play, which one would you play?
If I had to choose, I would do the lady game.
Lady Spades?
Yep. How about you?
Uh, I think I would agree. I would maybe choose the 11-mile game, but the problem is it's just like there's so many rules and I'd forget it.
I just don't know how I'm gonna drive for 4 miles with my eyes closed.
You're just not a good driver like me.
Also, I'm happy we went through the steps for the sake of the listeners and for me to understand the game. But what I will say
Mhm.
is about 9 of those steps could be taken out. It could be like no matter what is around you, what the temperature changes, if the radio turns on, don't look straight, keep driving. There's step 1 through 9, right? And then all the crazy stuff starts happening.
You're right. We could easily condense all the rules for game 3, which would make it a lot easier, but they have to be so specific. That's the thing. I feel like with the encounters too online, some of the rules have changed.
Yeah, that's weird. Like people do them differently.
I assume it's the same result, but yeah, there's definitely some wiggle room. I mean, maybe with the drive one, there's not because you probably will die if you mess up. Do you want to rate this Lady Spades?
All right. So out of the 3 games, let me rate all 3 at once so I can
Do you
just
want to do
like
all 3? All
figure
right,
out.
let's go over the other 2 then, and then we can
Okay,
we'll
okay.
we'll rate it like that. Okay, so the second game was the closet game, which is a fun one, not rewarding, nothing, no benefit, nothing at all on that one.
No benefit. You're just meddling with things that you shouldn't be.
Right, you're bringing in some monsters. Now, is there time travel? No.
The time travel would be crazy. It that would be cool to do. I wonder. Well, actually, maybe not.
What were we
If
gonna
you
say?
could skip 5 years right now, would you?
Oh well, I guess my son to be would be 5.
That's what I'm saying.
So for me, no. But if I wasn't thinking that, I guess it would be kind of nice, right?
Would you go back? Sorry, this is so trailing off.
Oh, that's fun.
Would you go back 5 years with the same exact brain you have right now?
Mm, okay. Interesting question. 5 years ago was like almost prime COVID, right? Just before? Yeah, it was just
Before
before.
COVID. Yeah,
That would be pretty crazy. I'd go back. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Live it up with the whole squad one more time.
I would. You wouldn't know your wife
True. That is crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't.
and might not meet her.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again, thinking about my son and my wife. Probably
Yeah,
not. But
you probably wouldn't
if I
do
was
it.
being selfish, I'd go back.
Yeah.
I'd run it one more
I don't
time.
have I don't have a son and a wife. So I would absolutely do that.
True. That'd be
And
so
then
cool.
and then I'd bet on all the Super Bowls that I
All
know.
right. All right. Okay.
I'm just
Jesus.
saying, I'd be rich. When the COVID crash happens, I know what companies come back, like Tesla,
Yeah,
like
I'd,
GameStop. I'd put all
I'd
my
invest
money
in
in.
some cryptos.
I would. Oh, I would. I
Bitcoin
would.
5 years ago? Hell yeah.
Yep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dogecoin.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to
We're
the game.
trailing. We're trailing.
All right. So the
So
actual
second game,
closet
yeah,
game.
closet game. I just don't get why. Like that's the other two have a purpose, right?
Mm.
And if they're a little out there and crazy, yeah,
Yeah. At
but
least you get something.
there's a goal to it.
It's true. Yeah. I guess this one is pretty pointless unless you're like a high seeking, risk seeking fiend.
Even if I just don't know what if you just want to see if that something will come, I guess. Yeah.
Dude, how spooky would it be being in the closet and like someone like whispers on your neck like,
I know.
oh no.
It would be scary if you start hearing whispers. I think I would freak out.
Yeah, this one's.
But then if you don't hear the whispers, then you're screwed.
I
Don't turn
know. You
around.
just lost the
You
closet.
know what I mean?
Don't turn around and leave immediately. I don't know. Closet game's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a cool game to try, but I'm like, it just doesn't seem worth it.
It's the easiest one. I just don't see the purpose.
Agreed.
And the encounter was interesting for
Yeah, the
sure.
encounter was a wild ride.
Yeah.
Crazy man. All
And
right.
you lose a closet, so.
You do lose a closet and you go into the future 5 years. But anyways,
Yep.
game 3, which is the 11-mile game. How do we feel about this one? This one has so many rules and so many steps to go through. Do you think you could pull it off?
I don't think there's so much unanswered stuff.
Okay. Yeah, your issue with
I
this
guess
is the
I would need
driving,
to
right?
look into it more. The driving is the weird thing because you have to close your eyes. You have
Yeah.
to ignore a lot, which you know I'm very bad at.
True, you would be.
I have severe ADHD. So, little things, I look at everything. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
I'd probably forget what I was doing at 8 miles in and get out of the car or something. You know what I mean? Go park at McDonald's.
I was gonna go McDonald's. You're in the woods.
Dude, what road is 11 miles through the woods in suburbia, Massachusetts,
Well,
dude?
I mean, I don't think we could play this game like right outside. I think
No,
we'd
we
have to
couldn't.
go like an hour away.
Yeah.
Go to like, Worcester and go out towards like the blue
The city of
Shires.
Worcester, you're right. Maybe over there. Would
Well,
be
not there specifically. You know what I'm talking about. We'll go to Worcester.
No, I know what you're saying. There's a little bit more like the
Rural.
Bolton area. Bolton,
Sure, yeah. I don't know
right?
where Bolton is, but yeah, cool.
It's near Worcester, I think.
Okay. Random guess. But fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you have your 11-mile road. You're driving. Your issue is you're just gonna see everything.
Probably.
No.
I'd probably get I'd probably get distracted by stuff. You're going okay, let's do a little bit of math here, okay?
Yeah, you're going 30 on 11 miles.
All right. So,
Well, if you're going 11 miles per hour, it'd be about an hour.
well, so it's 30 miles an hour.
So
30 miles
it
an
could take
hour.
roughly about 25 to 30 minutes.
And then, but you do slow down at one point, or your car breaks.
Yeah, your dad's your car stops.
So
Which I
there,
guess in
it's
that
probably
time.
we're probably talking about a 40-minute trip in total, is my guess.
I mean, is it worth it for a wish?
Yes,
Probably,
but
yeah.
every little thing has to go right, or else you're taken over by demons. And there's stuff. There could be voices in your car,
In the back seat, yeah, that's terrifying.
in the back seat. There's a point where you can't look in your rear view mirror, which is a habit. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that could just go terribly. And your car could break down, and your lights go out. Like, and the power goes off, but your car keeps moving. Then you close your eyes for 4 miles. I just think there's too much unanswered and too much risk for a wish. But I don't know why, compared to the first game,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have more options for a wish. And I know that sounds weird. If you complete it, you can pretty much wish anything.
Yeah, and you receive most of
With
it.
the lady, it is a decision of the lady.
Oh.
So if you ask for something unbelievable, it probably won't happen. But if you do this 11 miles, it said your wish will be granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that. I guess, yeah, it's guaranteed if you do it.
So it seems a lot harder and a lot more unanswered. But if you do it and it works, you can ask for items. You can ask for like all these crazy things.
I think I would do this one if one I knew driving with my eyes closed was assisted driving. Paranormal was guiding me.
Yep. Yep.
And then if I just had all the rules, like all the steps,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm just going to forget. I don't know if you get like possessed or anything like that. I don't know how bad it is if you mess up, but I mean, I assume it just messes up the game. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't done it. I didn't look too deep I didn't find any encounters on it, but I also didn't look too hard. There could be some stories.
I'm sure there's some stories of it. It sounds crazy.
It is wild.
It's definitely the craziest one.
All right, let's rate these suckers. We have the scale right here, 1 through 5. 1 star being not scary, 2 stars being slightly unsettling, 3 stars being somewhat creepy, 4 stars being seriously spooky, and 5 stars being terrifying. Reed, what do you rate these individually?
Game 1 is a 4.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
4.0. If I wouldn't do these things,
Yeah, it's higher up, right?
yeah, like I literally would not. I just wouldn't mess with any of these. Any of the games, even the games for the next episode we do with these, I'm not doing them. It just doesn't interest me.
I
I
would
don't need a
try
wish.
it.
You would.
I
You're
would never
different than me
play it
though.
though. Like I don't want to play it, but I would. If someone's like, "Hey, let's play like Lady Spades," I'd be like, "All right, I'll give it a try."
You would.
Yeah, I would. I would say I'd rate this probably like a 3.5.
That's a 3.5 for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
3.5, maybe like a 3-ish. I think it's a good spooky like story, but I don't know, man. Game 2 seems a little bit more spooky. The closet door or the closet game. I don't
It
know.
is. It actually is higher for me. It is a 4.4.
Oh, the closet game's a 4.4?
Yes.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because of the mystery.
Okay.
Like if you told me, held me at gunpoint and said you have to play one of these,
Okay, yeah.
it would be the lady one.
Lady Spades.
And I know exactly the outcome of all of it, right? You know what happens if something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
If I mess up something, you know what happens, what to do. You have the steps. If everything goes right, you know you see the lady and you ask her the wish, all that stuff, right? It's just you know it. There's
Yeah,
so
that's
much
true.
mystery with the closet and not being able to go in it anymore is just terrible.
It is a waste of a
And
giant closet.
the time travel thing, I don't know if I believe it.
No, the encounter is clearly
The
it's gotta be
encounter's
fake.
crazy, but at the same time, it could be anything.
That's
Like
true.
that doesn't explain in the game what actually happens if you hear nothing or if you mess it up or if you go in the closet again. You know what I mean?
Crazy. What if he played Lady Spades first and he wished for a like successful future? And then he did the closet game and it brought him into the future.
Oh my god.
What a crazy tie-in. What do you think?
Yeah. It could be crazy. And then to get back, you have to do the car. He had to do the car one
That would be really
to wish
funny.
himself back to his time. Be a cool movie. I'm just saying.
That'd be actually the 11 Mile game would be a cool movie in just general, like a short film.
That would be a cool movie in general, but all three would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be.
Like it could be like it could be called like something game.
Something game. The something game.
Like the
Oh, I never rated this closet game.
the paradox game.
True. If I was
I
gonna
don't know what
rate,
paradox is.
I don't know what that is either. But if I was gonna rate the closet game, I'd go 4 stars.
4 stars, you say, huh?
Yeah, 4 stars for the closet game. I just think it's scarier than Lady Spades
Yep.
by a little bit of margin because there's just so much unknown, like you said.
Yep.
It's too much mystery. It's not 5 where I think I'd be like I wouldn't be against trying it. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty pointless. So that's where I'd rate that one.
Yeah, I would be against trying it.
All
All
right,
of them.
fair. What do you rate Game 3, the 11 Mile game?
Game 3, I think I'm going a 3.6. It's scary, but it's so complex that it makes it
Yeah.
less scary cuz like I'm not thinking about myself. I couldn't attempt that one and I wouldn't. Like I just couldn't. It's too much stuff. The other one I can get a candle and a mirror and a card. You know what I mean? And then I have a closet right behind me. So like the other two are more realistic. That's why they're more scary, I think, and more doable than the car one.
I totally agree. Can you imagine though if you're just randomly driving and happen to fall into the game?
That'd be crazy.
Because no, I mean you wouldn't necessarily have to follow anything in particular, so it could just kind of randomly happen.
No, it couldn't.
All right? Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm gonna rate this at 3.5.
3.5.
Same as the Lady of
Yeah.
Spades.
Really?
Yeah, I would do this one, I think, too. That's why I'm a little less scared of it, but I think it's still creepy. Imagine someone behind you in the car, like whispering, and you can't turn around.
That's true.
Ooh,
That's fair.
I'm good on that.
For my ratings for everything, I kind of put myself in the situation.
Yeah, I kind of
And like
agree.
relating to my real life. That's why like some of the cryptids that like
Mm,
haven't been seen, that like are only in specific areas, don't freak me out as much as like something that could be here actually. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Which I don't like to talk about, but
No, I gotcha. I just think with the games themselves, I'm just thinking if I actually played them.
yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. I guess if I was rating it with that like that, which I'm not, it would be way higher.
Okay.
Just because like what you're saying, like all the things that happen, like the change in temperature, the radio coming on, your lights flickering, you can't look in the mirrors, like all that stuff is like insane. And the whispers in the car with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's got to be the scariest one.
there's a lot going on in that
And you
car
can't
one.
turn around.
Nope. Can't do anything but drive. All right. What's your overall feeling on the Forbidden Games? We like this? We got to do more, right?
This was fun.
There's a lot.
It was definitely fun. I'd like to do an episode where we each bring like two. I think that would be fun.
Ooh, okay, we
You know
can
what I
do
mean?
that. We can do that.
Now that like we've had the opening one,
Mm.
because I didn't really know how big the scope went with the games. I knew there was like basic ones, but I
Yeah.
didn't know there was like that many that people like did and all that stuff. It's kind of cool.
There's some other ones that I do know of. There's one where it's like you play. I don't know. I don't think we ever played it, but it's like one where you kind of lift someone up, like with your
Hmm?
fingers. Like you have a bunch of friends and you lay someone down flat. It would be like almost like dead, like a corpse, kind of not actually dead, but like dead weight. And then like you like pray, like not pray, but you say something about a ghost, and then the person's supposed to like levitate off the ground.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. We'll definitely do it in volume 2 for sure.
We'll do it?
I mean, not do it. I mean, maybe.
Oh God. Who's gonna volunteer to be the person that levitates?
If you guys record it, I'll do it.
Oh my God.
I'll do it.
All
100%.
right. All
You heard
right.
it here first.
We're not doing it at my apartment. I'm telling you that.
We're knocking out Reed's closet, Reed's bathroom,
No,
and
no,
Reed's
no,
living
no,
room
no.
all in one swoop.
I come home and my mirror's shattered. My closet has caution tape on it.
Your roommate would be so confused.
He would be pissed.
He'd be confused.
He'd have to pay for half the mirror.
True. That would be funny. But anyways, all right. Anything to shout out, Reed, before we close this one out?
I don't think so. I mean, fun episode. Oh yeah. Everyone rate your stuff in our comments too. Rate the games.
Oh,
'Cause
true.
I'm sure you'll have different ratings than we had.
Yeah, definitely let us know if you made it to the end. Let us know if you guys want to see more of these, because there's a lot of games. So we could definitely do some more.
Subscribe to our YouTube. We have YouTube up now. We have Instagram and all that stuff.
All that social media. Oh, if you want to email us too, I think it's the Chasing Spirits podcast at gmail.com. If you have a possible first person story of any of these games or anything we talk about and you'd like to submit your submission to us,
Or any like
any
creature or
paranormal,
encounter.
anything, cryptid, paranormal, hauntings, maybe we'll cover
Maybe
an
it'll
episode.
inspire us to do an episode. If there's like a creature that you've encountered or something, we could do an episode on it and include your thing.
Hopefully we'll have a website soon enough where you guys can go there and fill it out like a form. Maybe a Google form would be a better idea. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're working on that stuff, but
Definitely.
yeah, anything you guys can do will help us. And thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next episode, Chasing the Spirits That Haunt Our World.
Crawler
Did I do my
research.
Trump now?
Oh, God. Go for it, my man.
What a loser. What a loser. Lighting a match in the closet? I would never light a match in the closet.
Dude, this is so bad. Oh, that's going in the bloopers for sure.